Bandit here, bandit here, bandit here, bandit is here. I am here. I was doing the video and it just cut off on me. I don't know what happened. But I'm going to start over. I am the coronavirus bandit, the quarantine bandit. That's me. It's my bandit mask. I'm in fatigue tonight. Camouflage. My bandit mask. I was traveling home from work tonight, and I was thinking about something. I said, I haven't heard from my son in a while. My oldest son, he's in his 20s. And I was thinking about it. I said, wait a minute, hold on. It's been a while. And I'm like, there's no calling checking on me. Now, every time I talk to him, I have to call him or text him. And sometimes when I text him, I won't hear back from him for a day or two. Now, I'm his father. We haven't been any arguments or we haven't fell out. It's just the way it is. He spent most of his time with his mother. And this guy won't go a day without talking to his mom. I think he still lives with his mom. He works, but I think he still lives with his mom, which I disagree with, because I think once you get grown, you need to venture out. You don't need to be under mom. And I expressed that to him. I don't know how he felt about that, but I told him, you 18, 19, 20, 21, you need to go ahead and get out of mama's house, get you a room, get you whatever you need to get, and start life. Don't be up under mama. So I don't know how he took that. But I noticed something. There is no care in the world when it comes to a black father. No care in the world. Nobody cares about a black man who's taking care of his children, loving his children, caring for his children. Because the woman is teaching that she is God. The black woman teaches that she's God. She comes first. She even tells her kids that she creates life. And that's false. The man planted the seed. Without him, there's no life. It takes two. But they will say they create. They'll say they're the creators. And that's not true. So the kids don't have the type of love for the father as they do for the mom, because they're taught that mama is God in the black community. She is God. Even the pro-blacks say that the black woman is God. So there's no love for fathers. How is there going to be love for fathers when you're preaching that the black woman is the God and she could do no wrong? These women saying they taking care of kids by themselves. This is a lie. This is a lie. The black woman have close ties with the government. They're connected to the government. You have Section 8 housing. You have project homes. You got food stamps, welfare checks. You got WIC. I don't know if I said food stamps, but food stamps. You got free child care and all other kind of subsidies for when she have children, for her and the children. There's none of this for a man. Nothing. If a man misses a couple of payments of child support, he's a deadbeat. He's not worthy enough to be a father because he haven't paid for them yet. Meanwhile, the boyfriend can be at the house all day around your children for free. But you, the father, have to pay. So how can you be the man in your home when you're with such a woman and have power and dominion in your own home when she is connected to the government? And then when she get rid of you, now she's on Instagram and Facebook and any other kind of app saying that she don't need a man and she does it herself. Well, we both know that's a lie. She gets all kind of subsidies, including your child support, men. And she's not audited for anything. There's no audit on her. You can't tell her nothing. And you can't tell her what to do with that money. You just pay. So, my daughter, don't call me. My oldest boy, don't call me. We haven't had a falling out. It's just that there's no thinking that, hey, let me check on Pop. Let me check on my dad. Let me call my dad. There's no love for the father in the black community. That's why the black community is non-existent. It's all about mama, grandmama, auntie, and all the women in the family. The man is pushed out. And that's why these young black rappers and these young people are dying, because there's no father in the home. There's no love in the community, because it starts with fathers. If you don't have a dad, a father that loves you and care about you and protecting the community, there is no community. It's chaos. And there's going to be a bunch of death and destruction. We see it all around us. No way, if the black man was in the home and the majority of the blacks in the black family, that the government could be telling us to go hide from a coronavirus, that can tell us to go and be afraid. They didn't do that back in the good old days when boys were boys and men were men. Why? Because the father did not play that. You could not tell these grown men that grew up being a man and know how to meet fear head on and meet obstacles head on and opposition head on and face death head on, because that's what men do. That's our position. But in today's society, that's not a man's position anymore. Today's position is social media. What the social media tells you what to do. You don't have fathers no more directing their sons and daughters and giving love to his woman. In the black community, number one, the black woman don't want love from a black man. I'm talking about the majority. I'm not talking about the black families that's connected. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the majority of blacks. They don't want no love. The black woman don't want no love. She just is thug and gangster just as the black man is, because they have raised the black man to be that way. The father's been pushed out. And it's going down and down and down. And you think, and people think because you can go out there and make a song, you make a rap song, and you get a couple of hits, and you making all this money, and you got your money up on your shoulder like this on every little Instagram post. You got large amounts of money. And then next thing you know, 2 weeks from now, you're dead. A month from now, you're dead. What was it for? If you're gonna die, then what is it all for? No fathers. So I was thinking to myself today, my son and daughter won't go a day or two without talking to their mom. But they can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months without talking to me. A man that paid insurance, child support, bought school clothes, shoes, Walt Disney World, beach, all kind of vacations, spent money going to football games, baseball games, basketball games, all that. School shopping every year, haircuts, hair done, nails done, all that. Throughout the years, consistent. And I have the receipts. Mama didn't have to do nothing. All mama do is just talk crap and collect money. And I think my daughter mom, no, I know she said this. She told my daughter, I don't care. She said, I don't care what your daddy do for you and what he buy for you. He's always going to be a deadbeat. This woman actually said this to my daughter when my daughter was 16. She's grown now. So what you think going to happen to this little girl if she's told this all her life about her father? She's going to have in her mind, no matter what I do for her, I ain't nothing. I don't mean nothing. I'm nothing. I'm disposable. I'm expendable. I'm a sacrificial lamb. But man, let me tell you something. I lived the MGTOW life because that's the only life to live when you went through what I went through and go through what I go through. A man is expected not to feel anything. A man is expected to let things. He's expected to let things bounce off him. He's expected to be in pain most of his life, without opposition, without a word. He must take it, and if he don't, he's not a man. That's how we're raised. We're the sacrificial lamb. Well, I'm telling you, I'm no longer a sacrificial lamb. I'm a MGTOW man. I'm a man going my own way. Do I struggle? Yes. Do I have do life problems plague me like everybody else? Yes. But I work through it. I be the head on. I'm prepared for anything that come my way as a man. And do I love my children? I love them dearly. But sometimes you have to cut loose and get space because they're starting out life. Everything is new now because they're in charge of their own lives now. So sometimes you have to break away and let them figure out the way they want to go. I gave them the tools. I gave them the talking to. I told them what not to do. I told them all the wrong I've done and all the wrong decisions I've done. Don't do what I did. So guess what? I've laid it out there to them. All I could do is hope that they do different. But it's kind of ironic that I could be in my bed dead right now. Heart attack. I could have fell, bust my head wide open at home. Anything could have happened to me. And not a soul have called me. And I've spent a lot of money. That's why I say it's not about money. Money don't buy love. It don't. But it kind of make you think when you was running around working all those hours a week, making extra money just to make sure kids have extra. And then once they get grown, they have no words for you. No talk for you. You're not appreciated at all. I'm only human. And I enjoy being a father. I still enjoy being a father. I'll always be one. But I think it's kind of messed up how fathers are treated. It's all about mama and grandmama and aunties and all them. But when it comes to the father, he's a deadbeat. Oh, he ain't that important. When Father's Day come around, you don't even get a card. When your birthday come around, you don't even get a card. You don't get anything. You don't no appreciation. Like, hey, Pop, thank you for looking out for me and taking care of me and being good to me. Because there's a lot of fathers out there that wasn't there for their kids, but you were there for me. How about that? Now it seems like the end thing not to have a father. So now you have kids that have fathers want to deny their fathers just to fit in with the kids that don't have a father. That's what's going on in the black community. If you do have a good, loving father, the kid want to fit in with the kids that don't have a father. because they want to do stupid crap like those kids that don't have a father. And they want to prove they just as mean and street and thug like them. So so what you know they'll do? They'll push their own father away just to fit in with negativity. Because that's the end thing to do. It's backwards. It's absolutely backwards. So I'm going to end it with this because I want to get in here and, get myself together, make me something to eat and go to bed. Give me some rest. I'm not mad at my children. It's just kind of ironic how women raise their children not to respect the father. It's really a sad thing because we're losing our youth. We're losing them. They're getting shot. They're getting raped. They becoming homeless. They're being left out on the street, juvenile. They in and out of court. I mean, our youth is bad in the black community. And it just seems like to me that the majority of the women do not give a damn about their own children. They would sacrifice the lives of their own children for their gain. And the government is subsidizing them for bad behavior. And I just think it's a sad thing. It really is. And before I go, another thing, like with this election. See, black women, they want Joe and Kamala Harris because they think that they're going to get free stuff. They think that Joe Biden is going to erase that college debt. That Joe Biden is going to give them all these safety nets. But what they don't understand is they're voting against their own interests. Because you can't have a quality man and still have your hand connected to the government. You can't have two masters. And it's going to be a lot of women in the near future that live their life like they're living it. They're going to end up being 45, 50, 55 years old. They're going to have a cat and a dog. And it's going to be a sad thing because they can have a man, a quality man now. If only they will honor men. If only they would have respect for a man. Doing what it takes to please that man and love that man and bring happiness in his life by cooperating. But you know what? The majority of black women won't do it. And my question is why? Why? Why a good man who's willing to work hard? Why can't he have that? But the guy who's out there thugging and in the street life and doing stupid crap, he don't have no problem getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 baby mamas. He have no problem at all. And the reason why is because there's no respect for children. There's definitely no respect for children because if they respect the children, they would give that kid what that kid really needs, and that's a good biological father. They would do that. But there's no love for children and there's no love for men. Particularly black men. And it's the black woman that don't love us. They do not care about us. As a whole, they don't. The majority of them do not care. It's just a sad thing. It really is. So, I'm going to end it on this note. Hopefully, things will change over time, but I don't see it. I'm not optimistic about it. I'm not optimistic about it. I don't see a change ever happening in that department. So I'm a man going his own way. That's the only way I know how to go right now. And it's a shame because a man was made to have a family and to raise that family and to be productive in the world. Having a wife and children, having this woman, as counsel. But a lot of black men won't have that. It's going to be a whole lot of child support and going back and forth to court in their future. In pursuit of having a family, having a loving family, it's going to be a whole bunch of back and forth to court. And that's just the sad truth about it. This is not hate speech. I'm not hating on women. I'm not hating on black women. I'm telling you the reality of what we see every day. There is no cooperation. And when you don't have cooperation, you don't have a foundation. You can't grow. You can't build. Everything you have to have cooperation. And if you don't have that, you have nothing. You're in quicksand. You're going down slow. So I'm going to end it with that. And I hope it gets better. But I'm not optimistic about it. I'm not. But I have hope for a change. I hope for it. I really do. So with that being said, I'm going to end it on that note. Corona Bandit is out. MGTOW for life. Peace.